Hey everyone, it's been a while. I think it's been about 3 weeks now, maybe a little bit more. Um, but I figured I'd try to get a recording in here. My mic is still being a little bit janky, so I hope it clutches up for this recording session. Um, as you can see, we are not on the single player world. We are actually on the realm right now. And this is going to be where I do this video because, as you could see from the thumbnail, we're going to be doing a little Christmas event. I'm just going to be building a Christmas tree in the community center here. And also, we're going to be kind of decorating the interior of our house a little bit too. I'm getting my new mic in soon, so it should video should be coming back pretty soon, but I wanted to get this in because I feel like it's been a little bit too long for me. I'd like to get at least one video out before the end of the year. I've kind of figured out where I want to build the Christmas tree. And I think low-key I'm gonna kind of like build it right in front of the portal here. So we're just gonna make this little area. We're gonna build a Christmas tree. I think it'll be a very cozy little tree. I'm gonna need some spruce wood, and I'm gonna need some leaves. So I will get back to you guys once I've collected that. Alright, so it's been an hour or two, and I've gathered some materials, but we built a little platform here for the tree to go on. And here we have all the materials we're gonna be using. And I'm pretty excited to make it. It's pretty cozy. So I start with like 10-ish logs. I also apologize if it gets a little bit laggy. I think the server is being hosted in Australia right now. I should have brought a scaffolding block, but you know what? We're just gonna take from our little hole down here. And then we're just gonna... I've kind of left the leaves very airy. Yeah, there's a lot of air blocks in between because I think it kind of helps make it look more full, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how well it actually does. Alright, we'll do the tree topper here. I have just finished the tree. Took a little bit longer than it needed to. I like the shape of it, for one. And it's turning day. It's glorious. Let's go look at this from a little bit away. No more the zombies. I'm just gonna try to get somewhere where they can't actually get to me. I really like that. I thought about using item frames for the wool blocks and just putting like a wool block in it for an ornament. But I don't want to lag up the server even more, and also I kind of just like the way this looks. It reminds me very early on, back in 2013 when I'd be making a Christmas tree in my Minecraft world when I was in like 2nd grade. So I like the way it looks. I'm very happy with it. So now all I have left to do is just kind of the outside parts. We're going to be building a base. just around the trunk of the Christmas tree. And now we can go out one more on each of these. Connect it into a big circle. Spot here. Now what's going on here? Just that. You guys forgot to do this. Alright. Gives us the spot that the Christmas tree's covering. And then I just gotta line out these. Because we're gonna make like a little stone brick stair border between the path blocks and the regular blocks. So now we have this. We just do some lampposts, which should be a nice little way to light up the area when it turns nighttime. I don't want any mobs destroying my Christmas tree here. Alright, and then now we also get to do some of these, and this will make sense in a second. These are going to be little benches for us. Put it back onto all of these, but then we just have to add the snow to the Christmas tree, and we're done. And then if we just do this over here with our snow. Alright. There we go. Let's go take a look at this from I am in love with that, just from when I'm watching it right now. If we take a look from up on our gallows here that we made for the villager execution, it's just a nice little cozy Christmas tree. Not too big, not too small, but I think it's a good size. We got some seating and some lighting. Like I said, at some point I'll probably come through. I might extend like pathways of stone bricks out on each side, and then maybe like add some presents and all that, but that'll be for another time probably. But for now, we have this really nice little cozy tree. Alright, so now that we finished the Christmas tree, and it's looking pretty nice, we're going to start working on the interior of our house, which I haven't shown off, I don't think. So we have kind of a lot of the basic like floor and walls kind of done, the interior walls at least, but it's a pretty decent size, and I have a lot planned for it, so we will go ahead and get to that pretty quickly. I have most of the materials I think I'm going to need, so I'm just going to try to get straight into building. For the start, we're going to deal with these two rooms right here. Let's go ahead and get the spruce trimming done for everything in this house. Go ahead and get the walls done here. Alright, I got these walls. This is kind of the wall pattern we're going to be using for all of the, well, I say exterior walls, but this is also kind of a, I mean, the side of a mountain, but this is going to be what we're using for all the walls that aren't between any two rooms. Just some pale oak stripped logs and then some calcite, which I think goes pretty well together. And now time to get in the roof, which is kind of the same pattern as this. We're just going to kind of be repeating it all throughout the house. You'll see it in here too. Alright. We're back, and now this is kind of what the roof looks like here. This is going to be my enchanting room. We're going to be putting an enchanting table right in, I think right here, smack dab in the middle of the center of the room. We'll be hanging some lanterns. It's going to be a little doorway here, and then this room here is going to be our smelting room. Kind of basic stuff. This is just going to be a regular dining room, like a little entrance room. This is going to be my storage room. This here is going to be like a little library / like a reading area, and then this is going to be a staircase. But we will not be making a second floor for a hot minute. Not in this video, at least. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this doorway figured out here. Alright. We finished this little doorway here, which is going to lead in here. Now we just need to put, obviously, our lantern, and then obviously some decorations in here. I mean, obviously it's the enchanting room, so we have to have an enchanting table, which I'm not actually sure if I have the diamonds for that. I'll have to go mine some. I'll be right back. Anyways, we're back to this now. Alright. There we go. Then we have some amethyst clusters, which... we'll put one here, maybe one here, one here, and maybe one here. Looks about right. And obviously every enchanting setup needs to have the obligatory anvil and grindstone, which I'm probably going to put right there. It's a little bit hidden back there, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And then let's go ahead and this will help clean up our mess here. We can go ahead and put a chest right here for any of the books or lapis that we want. Now this is the enchanting room, completely done. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I think the amethyst helps give it more of the mystical, enchanting vibe, you know? It's like magic. But that's this room, completely done. And that's a huge accomplishment, right? Because this is not a huge part of the house, but it's still one room out of like the 5 that we have. So I will come back when I have some materials for this. Alright, so since we actually need to smelt down some stuff to make the blast furnaces I'm going to have, I'm just going to go ahead and slap these down here. Right. Well, I guess while we're waiting, let's go ahead and try to clear up our inventory a little bit. Put some of these down. Barrels just at the top, you know, for our coal or whatever we end up putting down. And then we'll just go ahead and add some smokers. Alright, it's already looking a lot better. We had to move that chest in here. Oh, I guess I left the zombie head on the floor. Here is going to go our blast furnaces, but like I said, we're just waiting on these to smelt down. And then we'll have some shelves in here, and a painting back there, and some more shelves right here, just to kind of give us some of the room. While we're waiting for these to smelt down, let's go ahead and actually fix this up. Alright, so we'll do that. That's how I make that arch. Ooh. Oops. I like these arches. They're really simple. The shelves have added a lot to the game. I really like the shelves. Makes this little walkway in here. Makes the whole house feel a little bit more cozy. Alright, there we go. Now, let's just give ourselves some shelving right here. Let's move the bed here, and let's just give ourselves some extra shelves here. Alright, so then let's go ahead and add some extra shelving up here. Alright. Let's go ahead and set that down. I'm gonna go ahead and make a grindstone too, just because I think not a grindstone, a stone cutter. I'm sorry. Just I think that'll help benefit us. And then we are going to be putting some flowering azalea leaves here, and I think it makes a very nice, you know, little potted tree. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And the last detail I want to add is a painting, and I like that. So this is it. We are done with these 2 rooms for today, and then next video we'll probably hit up the rest of the 3 rooms here, and then the video after that we'll probably work on the upstairs, just because the upstairs is going to be a big project. It's probably going to be bigger than this floor. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Very, very happy with how this turned out. Anyways, that's about the end of the video. If you enjoyed, thank you for watching this, because it really does mean a lot to me. As of the day I'm uploading this, it's Christmas, so, or at least for me. So, if you're watching this far, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Let me know what you got for Christmas in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.